Pillars of Eternity continues. Welcome back, everyone, to more Pillars of Eternity. We are in the lighthouse, investigating some screaming, and we know it's not Lug Lug and a female because he's here in the party with us. So, that's right! Let's continue upstairs. It's already been thwarted by water elementals and shades.
Hey.
The shades have been shady, to say the least. See? It's smart to just stay back, because they like to be little dicks. And warp in on you. Let's see if this works on undead. Immune. You're currently attacking a foe with at least one defense, deflection, fortitude, reflex, or will that is much higher than the accuracy of the character attacking. When defense is significantly above accuracy, it can be extremely difficult to score a hit and impossible to score a crit. Try to... yeah. Because I tried to web you, bitch. Alright, he's engaged. And of course, this guy tried to jump in the middle of all of us because he's a bastard. And they, of course, are going straight for Ronstock.
That's it.
They don't give a fuck. They're just trying to take my wizard down.
That's not very helpful.
I'm gonna bring some of my own people into the mix. Do what you can do before you get knocked the fuck out, Ronstock, because it's about to happen, it looks like. Yep. Still screwing around in that web. Come on, man, you gotta take the Spectre out for crying out loud.
Following your... Moe Ixi up. Würde Beda Ansau.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Keep fighting, damn it. Filling them with dread of what awaits them in the wheel. I doubt that's even going to work on undead.
Well. Blast! Moe Ixi Ana.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Curse your eyes!
Oh, I'm an idiot. I have a sword against these guys.
That's not very helpful.
We need to put Eddar's spirit sword on. That might help. Okay. Let's just toggle between the two. Slaying against spirit, man. Maybe we can buff it up with some extra stuff. We got lots of that. Plus 4 accuracy, plus 15 damage. Do it. It's fine. Oh, you can make legendary up in here. That's what I'm talking about. We need to put some legendary shit together.
Hey.
Can't I just have the shield as both?
What is it?
I think we may need to rest. Oh, never mind. We're gonna have to camp out downstairs, I think. Poor Unstock is maimed.
Of course.
Retreat! Fucking retreat, man. Coming back with my spirit sword, dickhead. I might as well run back and Rest up in Copper Lane and turn in a quest, so I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, we are back to Copper Lane. Gareth is here somewhere. That's Brad. A man skulks near the bar. He seems like he's trying to blend in with the wood paneling as he watches the other patrons out of the corner of his eye. He gives you a quick nod as you approach.
Verzano has a delivery for you.
He glances around and snatches the pouch from you.
Keep your voice down, will you? The Dominos have spies everywhere.
He tucks the pouch away.
You tell Verzano this is the last time I'm buying from him.
This is getting too dangerous for me.
Did I just do something illegal?
No. He grins weakly.
What do the Dominos have to do with this?
You have no idea, do you? Let's just say the Dominos have exclusive rights to trade certain merchandise within the city. Verzano likes to make some extra coin from time to time by dealing in the same merchandise, undercutting competition, he says.
What was in the pouch?
Bitter squash seeds. They interrupt pregnancies. Even though they're not exactly legal, many folks nowadays prefer them to the risk of hollowborn or celibacy. He pulls a wry frown. That's birth control.
I don't think I've heard of the Dominos. Wink, wink.
The more important thing is making sure they don't hear of you. They're old Brackenberry stock. But these days the Dominos are known for their business activities, most of which involve some degree of bribery, extortion, theft, or murder.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, we're done. Now get out of here before...
Uh-oh. Hope this is not my employer.
A woman swaggers in, her polished boots thwacking the floor with slow, deliberate steps. A crooked sneer warps her smooth face. Gareth, I'm hurt. You promised to buy only from me. What's a girl to think? Gareth bows, his knees knocking together. Please, my lady. It's just explaining that I don't do business with anyone else. Except this one last time, right? Dana crosses her arms and rocks back on her heels. There's always one more deal until you run out of credit, that is. Dana turns and regards you, looking you up and down. And just who are you? You don't exactly look like a seed dealer. Aloth glances at Gareth. I think that's a compliment.
I'm no one to be trifled with.
I get the sense that throwing threats around is second nature to you. I admire that, and I just might have a use for someone like you. Verzano put you up to this, didn't he? The old fool's on a sinking ship, and he's determined to drag anyone who gets close enough down with him. She eyes the trembling Gareth. Gareth here knew better, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I'll also give you a chance to get even with the imbecile who's been playing both of us. What do you say to killing Verzano?
Why would I want to do that?
Why wouldn't you? He's used to you doing his dirty work and without telling you anything about what you were carrying or who you were crossing. She taps a finger on her jaw. Of course, I'd also consider it a personal favor, and House Domino is never stingy with its friends. She glances at Gareth. The loyal one is, anyway. Well, of course I'm going to do it. I've sided with his house.
All right, I'll kill that bitch.
She nods. We don't forget a favor any sooner than we forget a betrayal. You take care of this, and I'll see to it that my family knows your name.
They kinda already do. Biatch. I need to rest. Ronstock's testicles hurt.
Well met, friend.
That's like a good rest. That's a good hearty rest with some hearty boom boons. All right, we're feeling groovy. So I'll meet you guys back in Andra's gift. Andra's gift. No, Andra's gift. Andra is someone else. God damn, it got foggy. Well, this will be interesting. I think the Valian Trading Company is going to be too happy about this. No longer fighting spirits, of course.
Well met, friend.
Were you able to deliver the package? Yeah, but now the Dominos want you dead. The Dominos were there. Verzano's eyes fly open and he tugs at his beard. I was so careful, always following the Verla Vita. I could have known. Oh shit.
Well, well. Is this your last day among the living, Verzano?
Verzano wrings his hands. Your timing's impeccable, Pelagina. The Dominos are after me. Please, you've got to stop them.
As if any of this were ever in my hands. The Republic's considered your business worth protecting based on its success. That success depended on cooperation with the locals, like House Dominel. You've lost that. And the favor of the Dukes.
Stay out of this! I have business to conclude with Master Verzano.
I have every intention of staying out of this, as do the Duke's bells.
Her feathers flare, but she doesn't turn to face you. Verzano falls to his knees and clasps his hands together. Have mercy, Pelagina. I don't stand a chance against the Dominos. He bites a trembled lip. I brought failure and shame on myself, but you can't mean to watch your countrymen die like a dog.
Verzano. Why are you wasting your precious breath on me? My orders come through the ambassador, and through the ambassador from people you should be honored ever gave a moment's thought to whether you live or die. You don't seem like the sort to petition the gods to keep him out of hell. So why not cry mercy to the one person in this room with the power to grant it?
She turns her attention to you and raises a feather eyebrow expectantly. It's not the Dominos he needs to be worried about. It's Lug.
Do as you will. He's no longer my concern.
Dana saunters to the door, flanked by a squad of Domino foot soldiers. She lets her gloved hand rest on the hilt of her weapon. Dana leans against the door jamb. Looks like we're just in time. Please, don't let me interrupt. She wiggles her slender fingers against her hilt. I'd rather not soil my new gloves anyway. We're going to get a little bit of help, it looks like. Verzano has these guys on him, Lug and Eder, who are about to fuck him up.
thing isn't doing the job.
Holy shit.
Nicely done. House Domino could always use friends like you, you know. Next time you find yourself in Brackenbury, talk to my brother, Abracan. He should have a job or two.
She whistles to her gods and they follow her out of the warehouse. You gain all kinds of experience. Bond and Berry completed. Sagani returns the stronghold with 1,475 experience. Ah, what the fuck? To-do list, I like that. Where can I, here we go, Bound and Berry. Superstitious folk, yep. Though Sagani was unable to find the source of rumors plaguing Rhodes Inn and surrounding heirloom of Hell's Gate, the local authorities assisted in breaking up mobs, punishing would-be murderers, and preventing more young women from being buried alive. A particularly large and violent mob at Kell Hill Cemetery required Sagani to rally the local soldiers and put down the primary troublemakers. On the body of the biggest belligerent, Sagani found an odd magical rope that he intended to use on a local young woman. Whoa. A wizard advisor of Erla of Hell's Gate suspected that the rope had been created by the same person responsible for spreading the rumors and inciting the attacks in the first place. It is the waist. It is the waist rope. It's the belt of binding of Constitution. This cruel instrument was created by the resident of Hell's Gate, who was pursuing a rumor that promised a cure for the Hollowborn crisis. He intended to use the rope to bind a virgin girl and bury her alive, later pulling the corpse from the ground to harvest some of her hair for the cure. Despite its nefarious purpose, the binding rope still possesses useful powers. Yeah, +2 Constitution. What does binding mean? Stuck effects. Character hitting self. Stuck for 3 seconds. Does it make me stuck during combat? Because that's not good. "20 hours in the Warden's Lodge." If I wanted to read that again, could I, is the question. Yeah, fuck with it later. Forgiveness, a unique pistol that's two-handed, very slow. Well, you can check that out. We also have a pocket watch that once belonged to Verzano. Now it belongs to Luglug.
Well?
Valian company got shut down. Trading post is no more. Doesn't do as much as his regular Oculus. Nor does it have the range. It does have some enchantments though, like plus 20% attack speed and stuff like that. Still two-handed. Let's give it a shot. Get it, Kiana. Where'd that chick go? I think she fled. Alright, another quest complete. was only a matter of time before someone killed that bastard. Clandestine cargo. No one gives a shit, apparently. That I just waxed everybody in there. Let's go ahead and switch out our kitty cat. And we're going to equip our beagle dog. Give kitty cat some love. Now it's time for you to go the fuck away. Oh, look at that little cutie pooch pooch. Alright, and hopefully he doesn't take a shit on my leg. I hate to have to kick him into the water. Oh, looks like Paladin back outside. They're on the ships and the docks. Tides, and if you wanted to get down to the shoreline, you have to wait until daylight. I think I might have to wait until daylight.
Hello.
I'm going to go ahead and pay the 500 copper, why not? You find her quarters upstairs. She lays a large hand on your shoulder, and none of the usual nonsense you hear. Play nice, or the burly fellows at her door will get rough.
Yes.
You gotta talk to her for a quest, and 500 beats 1,000.
Good day to you.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes. The rogue dusts her 2 prominent cheekbones. And rouge. Despite it all, I don't know why I said rogue, but it looks kind of like rogue. Despite it all, Sarah is beautiful. She favors you with a smile she must have had practiced and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. It is rather warm in here. Oh shit, Cyril's boon. +2 athletics, +2 constitution, +2 dex.
Hail and well met.
There's something I'd like to discuss with you, my lady. Your friend Thirstwin sent me. He needs a medallion.
So do I. Cyril raises her chin. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused. She crosses her arms and paces in a slow circle around you. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I'm really sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in near Glenfath. I worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not giving it up just because Thirstwind suddenly got nostalgic.
One way or another, you're going to give me that medallion.
Cyril's eyes dart to the door. Cover her mouth.
Stay quiet, bitch.
You hear muffled cries under your hand and feel the warm, shallow gasp of her breath as she struggles. Finally, she yanks a long cord out of her bodice. A carved Adra medallion hangs on the end.
Thank you.
Lug bangs her and then fucking almost rips her head off. It's pretty gnarly.
Well?
Want to have sex again?
You gotten what you wanted. Tell this when he best not show his face in this city again.
What is it?
That's pretty rotten. Gotta update my chart. All right, we have the Pillars of Eternity Virginity list updated. Let's continue.
As you wish.
I guess the virginity part doesn't really count since after the first time, it's really no longer a virgin, but if you guys can come up with a better list name, by all means, I'll change it. Let's take a fucking vote.
Good day, stranger.
The fancy elf eyes you in your pack. Did you do it? Did you get the medallion from Cyril? Not sure what that resolve is, but I want my money. His eyes are as wide and round as an artifact in his hand. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can, though. He shoves a bag of coins into your hand. This is everything I have. Take it, please.
This isn't quite everything you have.
Of course. He slides the rings off his fingers and shrugs off the fancy robe. This never really fit me anyways. Take it with my blessing. Stripped that bitch naked and took all his shit.
Well?
Taxes collected. 480 copper to bandits earned. 180. Hurry up with that damn lodge, man. Hour 2. It's 2 a.m. I guess.
Well,
No wonder it's still dark as fuck outside. Oh man. Bang the prostitute, almost choke her out, take her medallion, take it back to this guy, and then strip him naked.
what is it?
That's pretty fucking evil. Be kind of nice if you could hide the resolved quest. Just kind of like archive them somewhere. Heritage Hill. That sounds like it's outside the city. Same with the Endless Path, obviously. We go back to the White House, or the White House, the lighthouse. Kill some time there. We gotta wait for day. Question is, do we want to play around with this Paladin?
Boy, who needs his belly scratched?
That was being nice to my dog. The nice thing is we can always send an NPC to the stronghold and then come pick him up later. But she is definitely a possible character.
It's done then.
It is!
I always knew Vertzano's bad dealings would catch up with him. I didn't expect his end to come from an outsider, but I suppose his ability to offend reached beyond this little circle. In any case, the embassy's entanglements with him have been cut, which also means that I'm free from Vertzano's net of stupidity. You have my thanks.
You're welcome.
Whether you intended to or not, you've done the Valian Republics a service today, ridding us of him. I work closely with the embassy to protect our interests, but lately I think our gaze has been too narrow. You clearly have pursuits of your own in the city, but I think we could help each other out. If you're interested in doing some work for us. Officially, I mean. We can go together and I'll introduce you to the ambassador.
Let's go!
Good. Maybe I can finally do something more worthwhile than playing nanny to merchants. The embassy is up in First Fires, southwest of the Ducal Palace.
So she wants me to trade someone out.
Safe travels.
So we take her. I'm assuming my party member left with all of his equipment that he had, rings and such. That's the only thing, is I might want his magic stuff.
Following your lead.
Yeah, he's got my funding and shit. Give me that. Bartender's ring. You can keep your armor. Actually, give me that too. Got my cool items. She probably comes with an awesome two-handed weapon, but since you don't really use that. Not you, Goober. We're getting rid of you. You're gonna go do missions for us.
In any case, whether you clearly have pursuits of your own in the city.
Notice Kana hasn't given us any kind of story whatsoever. Actually, none of these guys have any story for us. We haven't gone far enough, I guess, in the game.
I'll need you with me if I'm going to get...
Safe travels.
The child of 5 sons. Speak to Augusti in the Valian embassy. Pelagina wants to speak to Ambassador Augusti at the Valian embassy. Okay. I hope she has enough experience to level up. She comes with some breastplate. 25% health, 50% armor damage reduction. Oh, when under 25% health. It's pretty nice. She's got on a crap cape, so we'll hook her up with ours. A fine greatsword. She's a two-handed wielder, and she can do some pistol wielding, which means I could have took Kana's pistol, but I might have her up in the brawls anyways. I'll play with her for a while, see if I like her, and if not, I might try out someone else. I want to play with a little bit of everyone eventually. Except maybe Sagani. I'm not interested in her all that much. Might as well get her abilities. Augments the power of the Paladin's Flame of Devotion, increasing its damage. Yeah. Let's take it. Lay on hands. Fueled solely by belief, the Paladin's able to heal with the touch. 2 per encounter. Yeah, we're a Paladin. We gotta have that heal. Some more survival in her life. You know. Actually, it's all about second win with these guys. Greater lay on hands. You damn right. Next level, please. More athletics, please. +7 to all defenses for 11.5 seconds. I dig it. Next level, please. Deep Faith. +2 defection, +3 all defense except deflection. Modifies Flames of Devotion. Okay. Vielo Vidorio is a battle cry meaning swift victory. And among the Fermasmes Kanxulias, when the Paladin uses Flame of Devotion, nearby allies gain increased attack speed. Modifies Flames of Devotion. Allied AoE +20 attack speed. Well, also, if she's a two-hander, I mean, we got our tank, why not? She wants to be two-handed, we can go two-handed weapon style. Bloody slaughter is always fun. By adopting the strict discipline of a fighter, the character is able to pace themselves in combat, steadily regaining endurance over time. That seems cool to take, especially if you have nothing else to take. I feel like we should take all the Paladin's abilities, though. I just don't know if this completely replaces... I don't want to replace Flames of Devotion. I'm assuming it does both. I mean, the extra attack speed is obviously good, too. Oh, yeah, so we get the burn damage and attack speed, I'm guessing.
Need something?
I was wondering about your order, the Brotherhood of the Five Sons.
Back in the Republics, we call it the Firmas Mescansulius, the Five Sons of the Duke's Bells, the great dukes who rule over the most powerful republics. Spirentio, Ensenzi, Silona, Ozia, and Ravua. The Duke's Bells keep the republics moving forward, keep us at the forefront of trade and technology, keep us strong against our rivals. We brothers are sworn to aid and protect them for the good of the republics and their citizens.
You say brothers, but
my breastplate bulges in the wrong spot. She cracks a small grin. I may look like a woman and sound like a woman, but according to the republic's law, I'm not. What they call godlike people like me, we never bear children, so we can't be real women. For what it's worth, most women in the republics, if they can't bear children, it's like the sun has set on their lives. But what it's worth to me, freedom. The Brotherhood has a prohibition against women entering, but I was allowed. Many resented the decision, but I learned long ago not to give a fuck.
How's that work? With 5 dukes, they can't agree all the time.
She throws her head back and laughs. Of course not. They argue endlessly in the Sangreda Ducala. The Brotherhood is forbidden to take sides in their debates. Not that I'd want to. I'd rather risk life and limb fighting the Republic's enemies than listen to the droning lectures of the Ducal Congress. Our loyalty is not to individual dukes, but to the dukes as their whole, to their collective will and resolutions. We follow the mandates of the Ducal Congress. The individual dukes direct us, but they have an understanding of how we are not to be used.
How do people in the Valiant Republics feel about a godlike?
Like with anyone who's different, most people are curious or afraid, and if they're afraid, they get angry. They want to make sense of the world, and people like me can be confusing. And believe me, people are easily confused. Her tone becomes more serious, and her voice and gaze drift off. After a long moment, she looks back to you. We all have to protect ourselves, no matter where we are. Being different means always looking over your shoulder, no matter what company you keep.
You're one of the godlike, aren't you? Like my buddy Runstock over here.
She lets out a small laugh. That's what they call me. Yes, I've never met a god, so I don't know what they're like. I can't say why everyone else presumes to understand why I was born this way.
Where in the Valiant Republics are you from?
I was born in the fishing village near Bigepe. Her brow furrows, her golden eyes looking away as she searches for a lost memory. Can't remember the name. She waves a feathered hand dismissively. I was only there for a few years. My best memory was leaving the place. Like all other brothers, I grew up on the Ausian bastions. It wasn't easy, but I preferred to gutting fish.
Why are you concerned about animancy in Defiance Bay?
People look at the republics as a nation of traders. We do engage in much commercial trade, though Defiance Bay, but fucking this up. We do engage in much commercial trade through Defiance Bay, but the greatest value we have found is not written on a ledger line. It's intellectual wealth, the ideas that we exchange. The Deerwood and the Valiant Republics are the world's leaders in animancy. If the Deerwood institutes prohibitions against research and practice of animancy, it will have serious repercussions for the Valiant Republics.
Do you see animancy as just something to be traded?
I'm not a scientist, but I believe animancy can benefit us all. There are so many questions to be answered about who we are, why I am the way I am, and we can answer them. Maybe we can make life better for everyone.
Don't you think there's dangers in animancy?
Of course it's dangerous, but we who live in the Eastern Reach, we are the children of pioneers. We sought out the danger. She nods her head decisively. That is why all the best research must happen in the New World.
How do you think things are going?
Your behavior is unbecoming. In the republics, when one finds themselves in a position of overwhelming power, one is expected to exercise restraint. To treat people as badly as you do, she shakes her head. It speaks poorly of your character.
Well, she doesn't like me, man. Have you spent a lot of time in Deerwood?
It's not the republics, but the Deerwood is one of our closest allies. We trade with more Deerwood than any other nation, and we have no greater ally in supporting animacy research. She shakes her head slightly. Still, I do not understand the Deerwooden obsession with revenge and feuds, nor the widespread hatred of Orlans. The Orlans of Yaglanfath fight for their home and their culture as anyone would. They fight dirty, but I would too if all my enemies were twice my size.
Do the republics view the Empire as a threat?
We used to view the Empire as a threat. Since the revolution in Deerwood, the republics have benefited from the shield that the Deerwood provides. It's another reason why I fear the fall of the Defiance Bay. If the Deerwood is weak, Adir will surely test the republic's dominance in the Eastern Reach.
What do you know of Rautai?
They've done impressive with things with the cannon and artillery, and some of their ship designs are interesting, but they shout too loudly over minor accomplishments. She smiles softly. No one seriously questions that the Republic's control over all sea lanes in the Eastern Reach.
Don't think any of that was the progressive story, but hey, we got some insight from her. She is a 6th level Paladin, an avian godlike, hence the feathers. Get on up there.
How do you do?
No, we haven't figured out what
Yes.
the fuss is about, biatch.
Of course.
We're back and healed and ready to launch ourselves up into the 2nd level of the tower. Because why not? Alright.
Hey,
We're going to move you up, Paladin.
What is it?
That's too progressed. We don't want to do that.
What?
hey.
Heal me up, bitches.
All right then.
Oh, yeah. Fucking vegetables. All right. Lighthouse tower key. Evacuation notice. Adrian reinforcements advancing immediate activation of Andra's gift by order of Duke Hadrit. Sing, O ocean waves, of Andra's sorrow, of her unrequited love for the unattainable moon. Sing of the ocean's sorrow so that we may forget our own. Each day the tides reenact Andra's longing for the great moon. The waters reach out at high tide, yearning for the heavenly body, only to slump into the low tide when the moon proves unattainable. You asked me once why I loved Andra so dearly, how I could go from a life on dry land to being a devotee to the goddess of oceans. I sing of the ocean's sorrow so that I may forget my own. It is Andra's message that speaks to my heart. I have devoted my life to helping others discard painful memories, for that is the gift of Andra gave me. When I lost my young daughter, my wife and I were inconsolable, until a gift-bearer offered to take my toddler's toys and cast them into the deepest waters. Truth be told, I and the other gift-bearers I know have never even spoken to Andra. She is largely silent, and when she does speak, she uses floods and tidal waves instead of words. But we sing of the ocean's sorrow so that others may forget theirs. Andra's story, the story of desire unanswered, actually matters to people like you and me. Magrin cannot steer you to the victories over sadness. Hylia cannot force joy down a crying throat. Only Andra can give us the strength to persevere when life seems without worth. And that is the answer to your question regarding why I love my goddess so dearly. Cool story!
Hey.
Actually, I wasn't going to take those, and I decided, why not? And look, they are related to quest items. Take everything, apparently. Carved into the post is the name Merowith in a series of notches labeled with numbers. The lowest notch reads 4, and the highest notch reads 17. Yellowing, fading maps of the bay and around Andra's gift show routes through the locks between the dikes that hold the ocean back. Oh, those dikes. Always holding the ocean back. I don't need you to do that. As far as I know, there's only that one secret on the bottom floor. Oh, fuck. That might be a banshee.
I'm ready.
Well?
Shrieking sobs pierce your ears and rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from the spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. As you approach, the spirit cries take on a threatening edge. The swirling mist around its legs ripple with movements. The black pits of its eyes level momentarily with yours. I observe her with my perception. You're close enough to notice that the spirit's head is tilted back. Even as it looses blood-curdling howls, the faint movements of its head suggest that it's looking toward the windows and scanning the horizon. The scene Guila's ghostly hands all stained with something dark. At first you think it's blood, but it's as black as ink.
I'm ready.
All right, then. Hey.
It's a logbook. The logbook expels a thick plume of dust. Sightings of the redeemed, sightings of the okay. A banshee, or what the locals refer to as Cienguela, wails and screams from the third floor of the lighthouse. It hasn't attacked me yet, but I'll need to get rid of it one way or another before the tower is safe for Naya's workers. When I got close enough for a good look, I noticed that the spirit seemed to be watching the horizon for something. Its hands were stained with something dark, stained. Blood or ink, perhaps. Maybe I'll find something nearby to help.
The last lighthouse keeper kept a log seemingly into the final days of the War of Defiance. This person was also tracking the appearance of a ship called the Red Dream. Naya might know more about it. No, you definitely don't want to do that.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Some light armor. Kakuma was a famed Amoa swashbuckler and the original wearer of this garment. She sailed from her homeland of Ryotai to the infamous Deadfire Archipelago. There she escorted merchant and passenger ships through pirate-infested waters. Among her most frequent clients were the Nasatika dwarves, who ventured to continents to the north on both personal and tribal sojourns. +4 damage reduction. It's exceptional. Jack of Wide Waters. That might almost be good as robes. Yeah, his recovery speed is -30. This is -15. I think we should hook Aloth up with this stuff. It's got the +10 ability area effect. I wonder if we can enchant that on this, because that is kind of nice. Man, I really don't want to use diamonds. Those seem rare. We'll try it out.
How may I help?
Keep searching this biatch. Probably gonna need to go speak with the chick outside, but... Aura of Stealth. And Perception +3. Little stealth cape for a rogue, not something we generally are going to use right now. Although I think we should have a rogue because we're an evil party. Let's go see if we can find out any news here. We're going to be wrapping up this video shortly. Knocked out 2 vids for you tonight.
You must gather your party.
Gather this dick!
As you wish.
How do you do?
Have you heard of the Red Dream? Yes, it's that time of the month. Why? Who hasn't? That ship's been running raids for decades now. Used to stop in the New Hiamar laden with spoils from the Rautai traders. These days, I hear she spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire Archipelago. She points to a ship anchored in the distance. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Merwith, takes her to shore leave over the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Believe it or not, she's like a creature comfort. She likes her creature comforts. She shakes her head. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in the tavern on this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Oh, we need to go talk to Merwith, apparently. Alright, I'll meet you guys over there. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Hustle formation. Alright, and here we are. It's daytime now, so we should be able to go into the water. Or the shore. Where the water has receded.
What did you? If I wanted company, I'd go to the salty mast. Marilyn's go-to catches the candlelight. What is it this time? Someone at the old lighthouse in Anders Gift was looking for your ship. No one goes near that old place. She leans in. Her voice is a low hiss. Oh, it's a chick, that's right. If this is your idea of a setup, think again. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No. Her snarl flashes a gold tooth. She turned me out. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now, and when she learned I'd put food on our table with stolen coin, she told me that if she ever saw me again, it'd be in the mercy of the gods. Her darkened eyes are filled with rage. I had nowhere else to go. It was a rough life until I rose to captain. Whoever she was, part of hers remained. Then let it stay there. She takes a gulp of wine. We're done. Have to deal with the spirit another way. Do we got to break on your ship? Wondering if there's different options we could talk to her and get her to go.
As you wish.
Oh, we need a better resolve, it looks like. And in this instance, she attacks.
As you wish.
Let's go with this one. She ignored the deer events to stay behind. I think she's waiting for you. Oh, here we go. She was always so stubborn. I forget sometimes where I got it. She gulps down the rest of her wine. I'll go. Perhaps it will give both of us some peace.
What is it?
Cool. Talked her into going.
Good day to you.
You'll never guess what happened.
Nia points to the lighthouse.
I was keeping an eye out for you, and who strolls down the dock but Merewith herself? You should have seen the stare she got. But she walks right into the lighthouse, never a word to anyone. And just when I'm sure she's met some awful fate in there, she strolls right out, still saying nothing to nobody. Now I'm hearing all sorts of rumors about Merewith and the last lighthouse keeper.
She shakes her head.
I don't know what to believe, but everyone else here is convinced the place is safe again. I've even got construction crew ready to start work.
Sweet! And I got lots of copper.
She takes a deep breath, a big contented smile on her face. And I know I've got you to thank. Here, this is for you. Come back when the renovations are done. I've got big plans for the place.
Sweet, we're gonna have like another base. Home base number 2 for Lug Lug. Oh, and we got the levels. Well, we're gonna have to take care of all that in the next video, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.